Team 8.
Well, just out of curiosity's sakes, I checked the record amount of snow that we had on February 2nd, Groundhog Day. 1.9 inches here in Grand Rapids. We may exceed that by 5 times this next snowfall. So I'm fairly confident we are going to set a record snow for February 2nd. Now, we may even set a record February snow, because the most we've ever had is 11.4 inches in a 24-hour period in February. We could exceed that. That's pretty impressive. What else is impressive? Look at all these watches, warnings, advisories out there. Hey, you know there's something brewing when a good about 70% of the nation is going to be impacted by a storm. What's scary is, you know, when you're setting or when you're forecasting a record amount of snow, or potentially so, and the storm hasn't even come together yet, it's actually in 2 pieces. One right now located right around, about to move in Dakotas, and the other one is actually way out in the southwest, or desert southwest. They're actually going to congeal together right around the St. Louis area, maybe a little bit farther south than that, but it's a ways away. But it does look like we are certainly going to be impacted by a major storm. Here's what we're looking at. We're zooming in right now. This is the winter storm watch that goes into effect right through 1 o'clock on Tuesday until 7 o'clock on Wednesday. So that's quite a period there for us. We're looking at basically snow out there at the present time off to our west. We are going to make it through today dry. There's just so much dry air out there. You probably feel that easterly wind. A lot of times we have an easterly wind. It's a dry one. So even though the snow is trying to push in, the leading edge of it just keeps eroding away, or evaporating, if you will. This first batch is going to kind of lift to the north and east, if you will, but eventually it's going to saturate the lower parts of the atmosphere. And I think that's going to happen sometime later on tonight after the evening commute. Hey, good timing on that one. Here it is, that watch that were in effect throughout much of central and southern lower Michigan. I shouldn't say much, for all of central and southern lower Michigan. Right now, if you're outside or plan on going outside, it's a chilly day. I think our high temperatures are essentially to stay in the teens. Wind chill readings, though, they're not going to be very pleasant over the next 72 hours at least. Right now, it feels like it's 1 above in Grand Rapids, 0 in Ionia, 3 in Sturgis. So it's a cold day out there, and that is not going to change. What will change is what it looks like outside. Of course, we have the snow on the ground right now. This is actually a forecast map that we saw last night from Kyle Underwood. I have no reason to deviate from it. As we head through the overnight period, we will see some light snow develop. It looks as if about 1 to 2 inches of snow for most areas. Notice the clock up here by 9 o'clock this evening. This is a little bit early yet, but actually it looks like 1 to 2 inches by tonight. But as the storm starts unfolding Tuesday evening into the overnight period into Wednesday, this is what we're generally looking at here across West Michigan, with amounts, I would say, solidly, most areas anywhere between 8 to 14 inches of snow. And the best chance of that happening is about Grand Rapids and points to the south, maybe a little bit less as you head to the north. But still, that's a significant storm. 8-day forecast, let's break it out for you. We're looking at the next 3 days here. We'll see some light snow tonight. I think most areas will pick up around 1 to 2 inches tonight into early on Tuesday. Then we're going to get a little break in the action. Then again, Tuesday evening from south to north, we're going to start to see that snow develop. So light snow tonight and also on a Tuesday. Snow develops from south to north along the Michigan-Indiana border probably around 9 o'clock or thereafter, and then it's going to move northward. Heaviest will likely occur from midnight to around 9 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. Of course, that's going to majorly impact your morning commute on Wednesday. And gusty winds. This isn't just a snow event. This is also going to be some company with a lot of wind. We may see some wind gusts in excess of 40 miles an hour. Okay, so blowing and drifting, heavy snow Wednesday. The rest of the week looks relatively uneventful. We could see some light snow on Super Bowl Sunday, but stay tuned. We're going to have to deal with this big one for a while.